Good, you didn't have that recorded. Thank you. Mama and Papa. Film him walking. Because he could trip. He could potentially trip, and we have film gold.
Oh, I'm fine. I was just reading because I've been here.
I know, but I just want to make sure you don't trip.
He's going to have a hell of a time getting me up. You're going to have a hell of a time getting me back up.
Have you been here before?
Look at that, a tree trunk. Yeah, I've been here several times.
Mainly for Packer?
Mm-hmm.
Just a total tree trunk as a gravestone. Someone just has a tree trunk.
There's one in Riverside Cemetery, the old one in Denver, that is nothing but spoons welded together, like really humble, you know. But it looks nice.
Alfred Packer was born 1842 in Allegheny County, Pennsylvania. He served in the Union Army during the Civil War, was discharged June of 1863 for epilepsy. Packer traveled to the Rockies and worked for the mines for 9 years. In November 1873, Packer and a party of 21 left Utah for the Colorado Gold Country. They were advised by Chief Ouray they should postpone their expedition until spring due to winter weather. 1874, Packer and 5 other men heeded.
Imagine my frustration as safety officer when nobody would heed of, when no one headed.
Take headed of.
No one would take headed of my instructions. So
Five other men headed for the high
this
mountains.
right now.
Against Ouray's advice, the group became snowbound by a blizzard. Packer emerged alone from the mountains in April. He signed his first confession describing what had happened and stated that one member had died and that he had eaten him to stay alive. Later, the others died of starvation, according to Packer. Packer admitted killing the last man.
I need these for donuts later on.
In August 1874, the 5 bodies of the missing companions were found. He escaped from jail and was not seen again until March 1883 in Cheyenne, Wyoming. He signed his second confession and was taken to Lake City, where he stood trial and was found guilty of murder and sentenced to hang.
And nobody knows where Lake City is.
In October 1886, the sentence was reversed to manslaughter, and he was sentenced to 40 years in prison. He had a good lawyer. He donated up for a good lawyer. Changed from the public defender to a private defense lawyer.
How much do you think that cost back in
He was
those
paroled
days?
in 1901 by the governor, took up residence in Littleton, Colorado, where he became a model citizen. Wow. He went from being put to death to being a model citizen.
And this is his, he was a Union soldier, so this is why he gets that.
Alfred, debate on his name, Alferd versus Alfred. Alfred died on April 1907 and was buried with a military funeral in the Littleton Cemetery. It was said that Alfred Packer became a vegetarian before he died. What an interesting...
And that's
became a vegetarian. Oh, I just now got the irony of that. Okay,
and to be a vegetarian was extremely rare back there.
Yeah.
And by the way, I mean, everybody in Colorado thinks it's Alfred Packer. That's what I grew up knowing. But the military, he was a Confederate, I mean, he was a Union soldier. That's why he gets this headstone. They say it's Alfred, and the military is never wrong.
There's some kind of chapter here called the Al Packer Chapter 100. I'm not sure what that exactly is.
It's got to be CU students.
What are they? So there's unions of Al Packer fans?
Yeah, up at the college, the cafeteria is named the Alfred Packer Cafeteria.
Why are they glorifying a cannibal? I don't understand the fascination. Why is that exciting?
It's just lore. He is now a cartoon funny joke that he ate people. By the way, to my knowledge, he's the only man in the United States ever charged with cannibalism. I know Dahmer ate, supposedly, he says he ate people, but nobody knows that, and he wasn't charged with that. And this bench, I know, was donated by the students at CU. And that has to be something funny.
E. clampus vitus.
Eat life.
E. clampus vitus. Eat. Interesting. What, CU, Colorado University, or UC?
This would be a hell of a troll name online.
Oh, you know.
Listen,
I'm doing that. I'm doing that. Sam Clinton is dead, eaten alive by Al Packer, and now he will forever be known as E. clampus vitus.
I'd like to go down this sewer hole.
Don't
right there.
you doubt it. So, this is almost like a fascinating criminal case, too.
It is.
Signed a confession, then signed another confession, sentenced to hang, then sentenced to 40 years, then pardoned. He was pardoned by the governor.
Oh, he escaped.
Or not, he was not pardoned. I'm sorry. He was paroled.
But he only had a few years of freedom before he ended up in here.
Cool. Nice,
1907. Okay, so he had 6
footage?
years of freedom. Not really. It's just that I would love to live across the street from something like that. I mean, look, it's right in the middle of the suburbs. I was absolutely stunned when I found out he was in town. Everybody knows him in Colorado, but you always just think he's way off somewhere in the mountains or something. And he has at least like 75 cents to his name right now. And that would buy you a nice hot dinner back in 1900. Still in Littleton, after the Alfred Packer grave, which is, I'd say, about 4 miles from Columbine. Almost seems like we're in the mountains when you look that way. I have nothing to say. Get that off of me. God dang it. Just going to death sites and graves of the worst nature. It's something to do. We all need something interesting to do.